fella always look for excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was I'm not playing NRL because the coaches don't like me, or I'm not playing NRL because just because it's politics. But it was myself. You know what I mean? I wasn't putting in the hard yards that I needed to put in.
True.
You know what I mean? I wasn't video, I wasn't writing down whatever I had to write down, on the fence as like who am I marking, or just little critical things that I needed to pick up in there. And it didn't take me until about another 6 years until I moved over.
6 years.
Six years until I moved over. Oh no, actually 7 years until I moved to France. No, it's not until I went to France, man. I hit rock bottom. I was still doing what I was doing. I was being a funny fella. I thought that I had it all. I thought I could drink, have a family, have kids. It's not until I got found out, and I was at rock bottom. And at that time, I had a moment to myself where I had an encounter with God, and he turned around and I just felt him say, "Man, are you done yet? Are you finished?" Man, and then I just said, "Man, I can't fall any further." I was at suicidal points. I was at a point where I didn't know whether I wanted to live there. There was one time where I was watching TV and I just went for a walk and I was just going, bro, do I still see myself living?
With that kind of mindset, Docs, with that kind of mindset, what else were you going through? You didn't feel like you're worthy to live. Do you know what I mean? What other symptoms were you going through, man?
I felt worthless. You know what I mean? I wasn't coming in with the income that that was needed for my family. I wasn't providing for my wife. I wasn't being a role model to my kids. And it all just came crumbling down to it all came out to the light. You know what I mean? But when I had that encounter with God, He just said to me, man, are you finished? Are you done? And I said, look, man, you take the wheel. You take the wheel and all that you have to do, man. And ever since then, He's blessed me, man. I've left my trust in Him. He's kind of gave me peace and serenity and all I do, and patience. And as a football player, patience is probably the hardest thing to have. And I come back from France, come back to Sydney, and I had about 6 months to give me a first grade contract there.
And wait. So let's take the step there. So you came back. And what was your current situation? Firstly, you were just overcoming that depression moment.
Depression moment, yeah.
You had a wife.
Yeah.
How many kids did you have?
I had 2 kids.
You had 2 kids.
Yeah.
And then you were stuck in a position where you had only 6 months to prove to yourself and to find out some way in that period of time to get a full-time contract.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Man. And I had no job as well. So
crazy.
But the thing is that I trusted in the Lord, and once He puts the promise in your heart, man, it just felt like, yo, sweet, you just lead the way, I'm walking. And yeah, man, just that walk, with that journey, and that I come back. I went to Wyong Rouge, so. It was a bit of a mission. It was about 2.5 hours, on the bus and on the train. So I thought, look, what I mean. If it means, it means, you know what I mean. If it so be it, what I mean. I'm just following the footsteps that you want me to follow, Lord. And I was doing that for about a good 5 months, and then round 26, the last game of the season, I got injured, so I broke my arm, and I thought, man, shucks, no, I was going to pick up, an NRL player, you know what I mean. But as I went in, had the surgery, on my forearm. And I just felt, God just ticking away, just saying, man, look, you've had a taste, are you hungry? Just keep striving, just keep training. I thought, look, you know what I mean? So while everyone was on their, off season, having their downtime, I was training, I was in the gym, you know what I mean? I had no job, I had no money coming in, just my wife's Centrelink. So the greatest thing about it was the support team that I had. My wife, she was just, we were only earning what, 200 a fortnight or 300 a fortnight, and she was like, oh look, if you have to go, you'll do it. You know what I mean? And she'll just give me money for, so there's
just
a lot
enough to get
just
by.
enough to get by, man. So you know what I mean. So there was times we were just living off like maybe $100 for a week, and that's me, my wife, and 2 kids. But the thing is that she'll give me money, so I'll go on swimming at Novotel in Rudy Hill. So that was $7, and then I'll use the gym, and it was $20 for every session. You know what I mean? And then my family would come with me at 40 degrees heat days. We'll go down to the park, and they'll come and be my support team. Yeah, and that's what drove me. That's what drove me every day of the pre-season training. And it kind of like motivated me to strive for my family.